welcome here to the campus of Glasgow High School at Busch Stadium, where we have softball for you here this afternoon. It is the Glasgow Lady Scotties hosting the Adair County Lady Indians out of the 5th region. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you for our broadcast today. Let's tell you that the Adair County Indians come in here at 5-7 overall on the season. Glasgow coming in here at 2-15 overall on the year. The Scotties lost their last outing on Thursday to Hart County by a final score of 14-3. They were supposed to have played on Friday against Metcalfe County, but they were not able to get that ball game in. Adair County, by the way, coming off of a win the last time they played on Thursday, April 24th. They've not played in a long time, so it's been over a week and a half, right at a week and a half since Adair County last played. They did defeat Monroe County, though, in that last game by a final score of 12-6. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show and get you set with our starting lineups, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. We'll also get Bruce in here for some comments. We're back. You're listening to Glasgow Softball on WCLU Blue 103.1.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Back here at Rigdon Kaiser Field at Busch Stadium here on the campus of Glasgow High School. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you on the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups. They are brought to you by TJ Regional Health. First for the Adair County Lady Indians. Batting first and in left field is Reese Barden. Batting second and playing second base is Keelan Bergen. Batting third and pitching is Jade Wagner. Gracie Gist will be catching. She'll bat in the cleanup spot. Number 5 hitter is the third baseman, Allie Campbell. Callie White will be at shortstop and bat sixth. Batting in the 7th spot is the first baseman, Millie Brown. Katie Kimbler is in right field, and she'll bat 8th. And the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Shelby Riley. Adair County 5-7 on the year. Their head coach is Beth Veach. Now the Lady Scotties starting lineup brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Batting first and at second base is Natea Lightfoot. Batting second at third base is Shallon Fields. Paige DeHaas will be the designated player. She'll be hitting third and hitting today for the left fielder, Haley Stamper. Batting fourth is the shortstop, Jakiley Green. Number 5 hitter, Micah Mullenkamp. She'll be at first base. In center field and batting sixth is Sydney Kuykendall. Kenley Stevens will bat seventh and play right field. Kerrigan Hagan is the pitcher for the Lady Scotties today. She'll bat 8th. And the number 9 hitter is the catcher, Gracie Walker. Lady Scotties 2-15 on the year. Head coach, Katie Arbeck. Assistant coaches are Ashley Profit, Autumn Coates, and Holly Martin. Those are your TJ Regional Health starting lineups for both Adair County and Glasgow, and we are going to get an early start to this ball game, so we need to get our final pregame break in. When we come back, we'll have our first pitch for you, brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. You're listening to Glasgow Softball, brought to you by Don Franklin Auto, here on WCODU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure that we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at donfranklinauto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Here about 7 minutes early, so we did miss the first batter for Adair County. That was Reese Barden. She was hit by a pitch. This is Keelan Bergen at the plate. Now she'll lay a bunt down the third base line, and everybody's going to be safe there. That'll be an infield single for Bergen, and she just simply beat that out. Shallon Fields made a good play on it, but throw just not in time. So the first two hitters have reached for Adair County here in the top of the first inning, which is brought to you by the People's Bank. We missed our Ralphie's Fun Center first pitch, so let's make sure and get that mentioned in for you as well. Coming up to the plate here, Jade Wagner for Adair County. She's the pitcher for the Lady Indians. And that pitch in there for a called strike.
Wagner hitting it at 410, second leading hitter. I don't know what's third on the team.
We'll give you the Glasgow defense here in just a moment. Kerrigan Hagan is in the pitching circle for the Lady Scotties. This pitch misses low and inside, so it's now 1 ball, 1 strike. Kerrigan on the year 2-7 with a 6.21 ERA, 53 strikeouts, 50 walks, 53 innings pitched, and making her 10th start of the season here today. She delivers the 1-1 pitch, and it is swung on and missed by Wagner. Haley Stamper's in left field for Glasgow. Sydney Kuykendall in center. Kenley Stevens in right. Shallon Fields at third base. Chikali Green at short. Natea Lightfoot at second base. First baseman is Micah Mullenkamp. And Gracie Walker behind the dish. The 1-2 now from Hagan is a changeup. Here's a fly ball to short center field. Coming in hard on it will be Sydney Kuykendall and making the catch for the first out of the day.
Yeah, Sydney, of course, 200 feet, was playing rather deep, but that ball was hit high enough she was able to get to it.
It is senior day here for the Lady Scotties. This is not their final home game, but in spring sports you'll see a lot of times they'll do that maybe the next to last week of the season just in case of rainouts and things like that because they want to make sure to get that in. Only 2 seniors on this ball club. Sydney Kuykendall, who just made that catch, is one of them. The other one is Micah Mullenkamp, who is down at first base. Gracie Gist at the plate now. First pitch to her was a called strike. One away here. Runners at first and second for Adair County. Gist, a .438 hitter. And this pitch in there for a strike as well, so 0-2 to her. Gist has the only home run for Adair County this season. She also has 6 RBIs. Now the 0-2 pitch. In there for a called strike 3. Boy, Gist just watched 3 straight pitches go by for all 3 called strikes.
And they weren't close pitches. They were just perfect pitches.
Allie Campbell now at the plate. It's a pretty young Adair County ball club. Of course, it's all relative. When you compare them to Glasgow's team, they're not that young, but they do have 4 freshmen in the starting lineup. Campbell is one of those freshmen, and the first pitch to her missed for ball 1. Campbell, a .250 hitter with 13 RBIs. Here's the 1-0. That one a strike right at the letters. I think Campbell thought that might have been a little bit high. I don't think she cared for the call. 1-1 now.
Man behind the dish doesn't get in any hurry making his call.
Well, he verbalizes it pretty quickly, but when we got these headsets on and can't hear it, so we have to wait for the hand signal, and that is a little bit delayed. 1-2 now as Campbell swings and misses at that one.
Well, after the start we got off to, if we get out of this, it's going to be big.
And the changeup misses upstairs. Yeah, first 2 hitters got on for Adair County, and then Kerrigan Hagan has retired the next 2, so 1 strike away from getting out of this trouble. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Campbell. Now the 2-2 pitch. Popped up on the infield, caught by Kerrigan Hagan just outside of the pitching circle. And so a great job by Hagan and the Lady Scotty defense to get themselves out of that trouble. The first 2 hitters reached, but no damage done for Adair County.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. No score after a half inning here at Scotty Field, or Bush Stadium, Rigdon Kaiser Field.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball, presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
On the campus of Glasgow High School, we move to the bottom of the People's Bank first inning. First three hitters due up for Glasgow will be Natea Lightfoot, Shallon Fields, and Paige DeHaas. Adair County was held scoreless in the top half of the inning, so we do have a scoreless ball game right now. Lady Scotties have won 3 of the last 4 meetings against Adair County. However, Adair County did win the last matchup last year back on March the 19th. They won that game 15-0. So Glasgow certainly hoping for a different result here today. And the first pitch from Jade Wagner of Adair County misses low. Wagner, we do not have a win and loss record for any of the Adair County pitchers, but we can tell you that Wagner has a 3.62 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 13 walks, 38 and 2/3 innings pitched, and she's making her 9th start of the season today. Fastball here catches the inside corner for strike 1. Natea, one of 4 8th graders in the starting lineup today for Glasgow. Swinging a miss here. She's down to count 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Like you say, rains affect them. They've only played 12 games, and Wagner started 8 of them, so her record's probably the...
They've not played in nearly 2 weeks. They haven't played since April 24th, and Lightfoot rips this ball into center field for a leadoff single for the Lady Scotties here in the bottom of the first.
She went upstairs to grab that one, just tomahawked it, didn't she?
Don Franklin auto base hit there for Natea, and that will bring up the third baseman, Shallon Fields. Fields having a nice junior campaign, batting .350 on the season. She has 4 RBIs.
Third baseman looking bunt.
And Fields going to knock one into right center field into the gap. That's going to get nearly to the fence out there. Lightfoot rounding third. She's going to try to score, and she will without a throw. Meanwhile, Shallon Fields gets the RBI, and she has a double. Another Don Franklin auto base hit, so back-to-back hits for the Lady Scotties to start this ball game. The Lady Scotties have the early 1-0 lead. Here's Paige DeHaas.
This may be the first game that we've done that we've jumped off to a lead, isn't it?
This first one I can remember where we've gotten the lead first, yep. And this ball hit hard on the ground, knocked down by the third baseman Campbell. Her
Safe.
Throw to first is not in time, and now Shallon Fields will take third base on the throw over. So runners will be at first and third here. That'll be an error on Campbell. If she comes up with that cleanly, that's probably going to be an out for Haas there at first base.
And then she drew the first baseman off, too.
So the first 3 hitters have reached here for Glasgow, and here comes Jakiley Green, one of the better hitters in the order for the Lady Scotties, batting .325. She has the only home run of the season for Glasgow. That came on Thursday in the game that we broadcast against Hart County.
And she ripped it, too. It was...
First pitch to her was a ball. She bats with runners on the corners and nobody out. Glasgow already on top 1-0. She'll foul this pitch off. 1-1 now.
Wagner seems to have decent velocity. She throws strikes. We just hit it solid.
Wagner with a pitch. Fly ball to left field. This should be out number 1, and it will be. Fields going to try to tag from third here, and she is in safely. DeHaas will take second base. Well, that was a bit risky because that was not a very deep fly ball, and a good throw probably would have had her, but the throw was just a little bit up the line, which allowed her to score. So it's now 2-0 Glasgow, 1 away. Paige DeHaas, the only base runner, she's at second. And that'll bring up one of the seniors that was honored before the ball game, Micah Mullenkamp. And Coach Veach, Coach Beth Veach for Adair County has come out and is asking our home plate umpire. She didn't like something that went on there on that play at home plate. I don't know if she thought that Shallon interfered with her catcher as she was trying to make the catch or what, but
well,
whatever the conversation is, she is walking back to the dugout unconvinced. I can tell you that.
I know in softball now though, you cannot obstruct the runner, block the plate unless you have the ball.
All right, here is Mullenkamp. First pitch she sees is a fastball right down Broadway for strike one. Now the 0-1 pitch. Fastball grounded to third base. Campbell has it. Her throw across in the dirt, and it will not be dug out by the first baseman Brown. So Mullenkamp will reach on the throwing error by Campbell, her second error of the inning. And here comes the other Glasgow senior honored before the ball game, Miss Sydney Kuykendall. Sydney batting 158 with 3 RBIs on the season. First pitch to her in there for a called strike. And now the catcher, Gist, throws down to third base, and the throw hit Paige DeHaas in the back, so she is taking a second to try to shake that off.
Kuykendall did advance to second on the throw, though.
The Glasgow-Barron County baseball game that was scheduled for today was canceled early this morning. They have rescheduled that game for Wednesday over there at Barron County. Glasgow and Barron will play baseball tomorrow at Glasgow's Sam Royce Field. That game starts at 5:30. I will be out of town tomorrow, but Bruce is going to have the broadcast alongside Stephen Murphy, so make sure and tune in for that Glasgow-Barron County baseball game tomorrow. Pregame at 5:15, first pitch at 5:30. The 0-1 pitch to Sydney Kuykendall misses low, 1-1 now.
Base hit here could plate 2 more, Joe.
Yep, DeHaas is at third base and Mullenkamp at second base. Lady Scotty's already in front by a score of 2-0 here over Adair County. Now the 1-1 pitch. Kuykendall with a fly ball to left field, and it's going to be caught in foul territory by Reese Barden. Neither runners will try to tag, so it will be 2 away here as Kinley Stevens comes to the plate with runners at second and third.
She snow-coned that when she sort of slipped on the wet grass and went down, and it.
The pitch here from Wagner misses low to Stevens. Kinley batting 158, 3 RBIs. Sun trying to peep through the clouds here. May not be for long, but looking through momentarily. This pitch also low, so 2-0 now.
Seventh batter for the Scotties in the first inning, so.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line shot. A one-hopper caught by White at shortstop. Her throw way off the mark. That's going to hit 2 more runs in here as both DeHaas and Mullenkamp come in to score. Kinley Stevens goes to second. And it is 4-0. Lady Scotties here in the bottom of the first inning, brought to you by the People's Bank.
There's 2 unearned runs there. That would have been the third out, but on the throw-in error, they.
Was that 3 errors for Adair County in this inning?
Yes, right there on that left side, throwing errors. I mean, she went deep in the hole, made a good stop, but just made a terrible throw.
Here's Kerrigan Hagan. First pitch to her is a fastball, called a strike on the inside corner.
We picked up 4 runs here in this first inning, and on just 2 hits. First 2 batters got base hits, but 3 errors later, and we've got 4 on the board.
The 0-1. Ground ball fouled in the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes here to Kerrigan Hagan. Wagner with the pitch. That one's up in Kerrigan's eyes, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. And just as quickly as the sun appeared, it is now gone. Ground ball to Campbell at
Foul
third
ball.
base, but it is going to be just foul.
Good call. Her glove was just outside the line. She backhanded it. But
So Hagan will try it again with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Wagner toes the rubber and the pitch, and it's fouled back. Gracie Walker would be next if Hagan can reach here. Now the 1-2. And that one in the dirt.
well, of the 35 runs that Wagner's given up, only 20 of them have been earned.
And then Hagan's going to get hit by this pitch. That's her right in the right elbow, too, so you hope that does not affect her pitching ability. Maybe it was the forearm. I thought it was the elbow, but it may have been her forearm. And here is Gracie Walker coming to the plate as the 9th hitter of the inning for the Lady Scotties. Glasgow up 4-0 here. We're in the bottom of the first inning. This inning brought to you by the People's Bank. Wagner with a pitch, and it's fouled off by Walker. Now the 0-1 pitch, and that got a piece of Walker. So now that's going to load the bases after Wagner hits back-to-back batters here. The Lady Scotties have batted around as their leadoff hitter, Natalia Lightfoot, steps back up to the plate. Adair County may be a little rusty. As we said, they have not played a game since April the 24th. So they've been off about a week and a half now. Actually close to 2 weeks now, I guess. And this pitch misses upstairs.
I tell you, hit one right back up the center to start the game off with a single. Hit a hard shot right back up the middle. She could put another one right back there. She might plate too.
And this pitch in there for a called strike, right down the middle. Now the 1-1 pitch. That one called a strike on the inside corner, so now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. And Lightfoot lays off that one up in her eyes.
That's the one she tomahawked last at her first at bat, and she drove right back up the middle. It was about that same height.
It was definitely up and probably out of the zone. Now the 2-2 pitch coming. And Lightfoot hits a fly ball to center field, and that will be caught out there by Shelby Riley. So the Lady Scotties will leave the bases loaded, which you never like to do. However, a big first inning for Glasgow as they jump out to the early lead in this one.
Scotty's picked up 4 runs. Only had 2 hits. There were 3 errors and 3 stranded. We've completed 1. Glasgow 4, Adair County 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family cart to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hitters for Adair County to start off the top of the second inning, which is brought to you by Hardee's Restaurants. Those hitters are Callie White, Millie Brown, and Katie Kimbler for Adair County. Lady Scotties have jumped out to a 4-0 lead in this one. Callie White, a .235 hitter. She has 5 RBIs. And this pitch misses in the dirt for ball 1. Pretty decent breeze here, blowing from left to right on a cool afternoon. This pitch misses low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. I asked Bruce what winter we're in right now, and neither one of us are real sure. But it's definitely one of them. Here's the 2-0. This pitch is slow, so 3 balls and no strikes.
Well,
I'd gotten used to these 70-degree highs, and these 58, 59-degree highs don't feel too good right
last
now.
Thursday is 89.
Now the 3-0 pitch, and this one in there for a called strike at the knees.
Carrigan hit the first batter and then gave up a single, but was able to get out of the inning. Let's don't start the leadoff batter on again.
3-1 pitch misses inside, so that will put White at first base on the walk. Glasgow was able to escape that trouble in the first inning. We'll see if they can get out of it now with Millie Brown coming to the plate. Brown batting .192. She has 3 RBIs. Hagan starts her with a fastball, catches the inside corner. The 0-1 on the way, and fouled off. Brown got way out in front of that thing.
Yeah, she turned on it. It was up in the air. But is that a change or not? But she was way out in front of it, wasn't she?
No balls and 2 strikes here as Hagan delivers the pitch. The changeup is popped up in foul territory. You could see Brown slowing her bat speed down as she started swinging right there, trying to wait on the changeup, and she was successful in fouling it off to stay alive.
Yeah, she's one of their 4 seniors. So
another 0-2 pitch from Hagan, and a swing and a miss for an arrow safety strikeout. And in the meantime, on the pitch, Kaylee White took second base with a stolen base, so give that to her. And I'll bring up Katie Kimbler for Adair County, the junior right fielder.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't notice her stealing. We didn't even make an attempt. But
and the pitch from Hagan in there for a strike.
I believe we should have gone up and come out throwing. We might have got an interference call because Brown had struck out and started across the plate back to the dugout.
No balls and a strike here. Hagan delivers. Change up, and it's popped up in on the infield. It'll be caught by the shortstop, Kylie Green, for out number 2. And here comes the number 9 hitter for the Lady Indians, Shelby Riley. Riley batting .172 with 2 RBIs.
He's also a senior.
First pitch she sees is a little bit high. Two down here in the Hardee's top of the second inning. Glasgow leads this game 4-0. Hagan with the pitch. It's a changeup, and it is a ball. Well, I thought that dropped in for a strike, but it did not.
I believe it dropped after it got past the plate. It just sort of dropped down. It stayed up long enough, I think.
Here's the 2-0. Pitch misses upstairs. Did you just agree with an umpire's call?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you did. Yeah. Okay.
He's done a decent job.
Let's mark that
I will
down.
say that. Just pat him on the back. All but I can't hear him. And
3-0 pitch is called strike
yeah.
one, although Riley was already headed down to first base. She thought it was ball four.
Well, it was on the inside corner. Of course, he hadn't dusted that plate off in a while. It was on the inside.
I was just noticing that the plate is covered in
dirt. You can't hardly
dirt.
see it.
Here's the 3-1.
That's that strike there. Isn't
Boy, that looked
wow,
good.
that looked better than the last
one. A little bit high, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
but
I've disagreed with him now.
he must have hurt us, Bruce. He's going to
Yes.
wipe the plate off. He doesn't have his brush with him, I guess. No. Maybe that's why he's not brushing it off. But anyway, so with the walk issued to Shelby Riley, here comes the leadoff hitter for Adair County, Reese Barden.
Hit by a pitcher first at bat, stranded at second.
And Barden will foul the first pitch off out of play. Barden's a .333 hitter. Second on the team in RBIs, which is a little bit unusual for a leadoff hitter. She's got 12 of them. The 0-1 pitch coming. Popped up. Is it going to stay in play? No. Hits on the netting on its way down. So now no balls and 2 strikes. I told you Bruce and Stephen Murphy will have the broadcast of the Glasgow Barron County baseball game tomorrow. We do not have any other softball broadcasts scheduled for you this week. Got 3 games total next week. Next week is the final week of the regular season, believe it or not. This changeup grounded to Kylie Green at shortstop.
Nice
She'll
scoop.
throw to first base, and Mullenkamp digs it out for out number 3.
Joe, the Lady Indians picked up no runs. There were no hits. There were no errors, and they strand 2. 1.5 gone by here. Glasgow 4, Adair County 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball, presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Bruce Dubuque with you back here at Glasgow High School. Glasgow leading Adair County 4-0 as we go to the bottom half of the Hardy's second inning. We have a new pitcher for Adair County. We can tell you that is Keely Bergen. She had been playing second base. Bergen on the year, again, we don't have any win-loss records for Adair County pitcher. She has a 6.22 ERA, 15 strikeouts, and 10 walks. She's thrown 27 innings this year, and she is making her 9th appearance as a pitcher this season, and it is the 5th time she's appeared in relief.
Joe, number 12 has gone in at second base.
Okay, so that is Gabby Kemp, Bruce. All right. So, first three hitters due up for Glasgow are going to be Shallon Fields, Paige DeHaas, and Jakiley Green. They are 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Again, the Lady Scotties lead 4-0 as we start the bottom of the second here. Shallon, a 350 hitter, tops on the team. First pitch she sees, misses upstairs.
After Lightfoot reached on a single in the first inning, Fields had an RBI double in the gap, right center field gap.
Well, Bergen delivers a fastball here, which is fouled back. One ball, one strike to Shallon Fields, the junior third baseman. Bergen, the new pitcher, is a freshman, right-hander. Here's the 1-1. This one found back out of play.
Yeah, she hadn't had a whole lot more success. She's thrown 27 innings, but given up 35 runs, but only 24 of those were earned.
Change up here. Fields out in front. It's in the dirt, so they'll have to throw her out at first base. The throw down is in time, and there's one away. That's an arrow safety strikeout for Keely Bergen.
It's their first strikeout of the contest.
That'll bring up Paige DeHaas for the Lady Scotties.
Page reached on a throwing error by the third baseman Campbell, her first at bat.
And swings and misses at this offering from Bergen.
Struck out 15, giving up 10 walks.
Keelan Bergen with the pitch. Fly ball to left field, actually to on the infield in foul territory. And a nice play made by Allie Campbell, making a backhanded catch there in foul territory for out number 2. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Jakiley Green now.
She had a sacrifice fly to left field, RBI for her first at bat. Well, I'm glad the Scotties got off to that good start. Hey, this Bergen's come in and retired her first 2.
And Green out in front of that pitch. She went after one up in her eyes there, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch, and Green turns on it and fouls it off out of play.
She likes that ball up in her eyes, doesn't she?
She does.
When that she'd out the other night, it was sort of up in the zone too, wasn't it? It just.
I can't really remember.
Yeah, it was almost it went out here in a hurry.
That I do remember. It got out of the park in a hurry. You're right about that. This one in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bergen winds and fires. And Green again fouls this one off out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Jakiley. Pitch is low and outside. 2-2.
There's your son back.
Yeah. I had heard that we were going to get a few peeks of sun this afternoon. We have gotten a very few. This one in the dirt, so now 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, we set a all-time record rainfall for April, and we've already started this month off with over 2 inches.
Payoff pitch here and another foul ball. Yeah, I think most people would agree with me when I say I am sick of rain.
I can't get enough dry days to keep up with my mowing.
3 balls and 2 strikes, so we'll get another payoff pitch here. Bergen delivers. And guess what? Another foul ball. It's like 4 of them in this at bat, I think, by Jacali.
Yeah, that should be looking at her 9th pitch here on the next one.
Green waiting on another 3-2 pitch. It's on the way. This is a fly ball to center field. Riley drifting back on it, drifting back, and she will make the catch on the warning track. Jacali Green not too far from having her 2nd home run of the year right there, but didn't quite have enough behind it.
Joe, 3 up and 3 down inning for the Scotties. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left. We've completed 2. Glasgow 4, Adair County 0.
This is Glasgow softball presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLW Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Back here at Glasgow High School, Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune with you. It is a 4-0 lead for the Lady Scotty softball team over at Adair County here. We go to the top half of the TJ Regional Health 3rd inning. And leading things off for the Lady Indians, Keelan Bergen, who's now pitching. She'll be followed by Jade Wagner. Well, I don't know if Wagner stayed in the ball game or not. We'll see. I can't tell if she's on deck. Yeah, I think she is on deck. And then Gracie Gist will be the 3rd hitter due up in this inning. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. First pitch from Kerrigan Hagan, called a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, Wagner, one of their better hitters, so she's going to move to the DP position, I guess. Flex or whatever you call it.
And this one's going to be in the dirt here. 1-1 to Bergen. Bergen has a .500 average. Coming into this game, she had 18 hits and 36 at-bats. Pretty darn good. Hits from the left side. And this one also in the dirt. Last 2 have gotten away from Kerrigan Hagan a bit.
Guess I gotta get on the right side of the scorebook here.
Might help. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Actually, is that right? It's a 2 ball, 1 strike. Or 1 ball and 2 strikes, Bruce.
1 and 2.
It is 1 and 2. Okay. Now the 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to left field.
No, it's 2 and 1.
Well, that's what I thought. It was 2 and 1. Yeah. Catch made out there by Haley Stamper for the Lady Scotties. 1 away here in the 3rd, and that will bring up Jade Wagner.
Wagner flew out to center field to Sydney Kuykendall, her first at bat. It was that high pop-up that Sydney was able to run down and keep the runners from advancing.
And first pitch she sees in there for a strike. Now the 0-1. The changeup is low. Glasgow leads 4-0 here in the top of the TJ Regional Health 3rd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Jade Wagner. Hagan winds and fires and nearly hit Wagner with that pitch. It actually went behind her. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Wagner with a ground ball to Green at shortstop. Scoops it up. Throw to first is there. 2 down. And to bring up the catcher, Gracie Gist.
Gist struck out on 3 pitches looking her first at bat. We thought they were all 3 pretty good pitches.
Yeah.
She never offered to swing at one of them.
She's second on the team with a .438 average, 6 RBIs, and has the lone home run of the season for Adair County. Goes after this one and fouls it off.
Yeah, I started to say she come in swinging. That's the worst pitch she's seen.
Now an 0-1 pitch from Hagan. That one is where? That looked like it was right down the middle.
Did he called it a strike?
No, we called it a ball. Here's the 1-1.
My goodness. It's sure better than the one she swung at.
Just swing and a miss for strike 2. Hagan looking for the strikeout here with a 1-2 count. The pitch on the way, change up, and strike 3 called. That is an arrow safety strikeout for Kerrigan Hagan as she has held Adair County scoreless through the first 3 innings.
Joe, that's her cleanup hitter that she's put down twice looking. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 2.5 finished here at Glasgow High School, and it's Glasgow 4, Adair County 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball presented by Don Franklin Auto here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag, just $6.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $6.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
We go to the bottom half of the TJ Regional Health 3rd inning here at Glasgow High School's Rigdon Kaiser Field at Busch Stadium. Leading things off for the Lady Scotties is going to be Micah Mullenkamp. She'll be followed by Sydney Kuykendall and Kinley Stevens, 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Glasgow 4, Adair County nothing.
Micah reached on a throw-in error by Campbell, the third baseman, and then later scored.
Keelan Bergen, her 2nd inning of work here, begins with a ball down low. Low pitch to Micah is low as well. Bergen now delivers the 2-0. And a swing and a miss by Mullenkamp. And here's a ground ball to third base, and Campbell about to commit her 3rd error of the day here. And that one gets by her. Mullenkamp reaches. It's the leadoff hitter on for the Lady Scotties here in the 3rd inning. That'll bring up Sydney Kuykendall, the center fielder.
Routine play. It just took a little higher hop on her and went off the heel of her glove. Sydney fouled out to the left fielder.
Lays a bunt down here. The pitcher, Bergen, comes out to field it. Goes to first base for the out.
Oh, boy.
As Mullenkamp took a big turn around second base. Fortunately, Millie Brown did not throw in behind her, because if she did, they probably would have had Micah. That'll bring up Kenley Stevens for the Lady Scotties.
Yeah, she did make a great big turn. I guess she's afraid to throw it into left field, maybe give up a run. But you could tell Bergen way she fielded. She normal second baseman. She fielded that pitching position and flew it right to first.
Bergen's first pitch to Stevens is low.
Give Kuykendall a sacrifice, so she just 0 for 1 on the day.
One 0 pitch coming. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. That one's low.
Kenley reached on a throwing error by the shortstop, her first at bat. Callie White.
2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. That one's also low, so Stevens way ahead in the count here.
Bergen's thrown strikes since she's come in, so she ought to get something she likes.
That one's right down the middle there. 3-1.
Of course, 3-0. That's a ball that she could have driven to right field. It was out on the outside corner of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch is a strike on the outside corner. 3-2. Bergen taking a look at the dugout, then checks her wristband to get the pitch. 3-2 on the way. Stevens hits a fly ball to short left field, and it's going to drop. Miscommunication there between the Adair County shortstop White and the left fielder Barden, as it dropped there between them.
I don't know if Bart lost it in the sky, but it looked like she just quit on the ball.
Well, the shortstop White was right there.
Yeah, I mean White.
Yeah, that's who kind of quit on the ball. I don't know if she thought Barden was going to come in and call her off or what, but either way,
looked like she lost it for a second.
It goes down as a base hit for Kenley Stevens. So runners at first and second with 1 away, and that will bring up Kerrigan Hagan. And the Glasgow pitcher sees a strike go by.
Kentucky baseball team was playing so well, and then went to Mississippi State and got swept. First time he'd been swept all year.
Really?
And it was one of those deals. It's sort of like a game the other night when
after they lost to Western too, and I know Western's very good this year. That's not a slight against Western at all.
Well, I went to the Western game. They played a lot of non-regulars. I know Burks, the catcher, didn't play. And they were leading 3-0. Then Western had a big 4-run inning. Then there was a rain delay, and
there's the 1-1 pitch to Hagan. That one in the dirt.
We left after 7.5 because it took a 45-minute rain delay. They moved
big crowd
it up
down there.
There was it was sellout. It was of course they're rebuilding a new field house, and they don't have all that deck on the left side they usually have, so they were just lined along that fence. It was standing room only.
2-1 pitch here is a line drive, going to be caught by Campbell at third base. She's going to double Mullenkamp off at second. So it'll be a 5 unassisted, or actually an F5-4 double play there for Adair County, and that will end the inning, as that is out number 3. So the Lady Scotties unable to get anything across here in the third.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and we did have 1 left. We've completed 3 here at Busch Stadium, Kaiser Rigdon Field. It's Glasgow 4, Adair County 0.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball, presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
7 hitters due up. That's Allie Campbell, Callie White, and Millie Brown. It is a 4-0 lead for the Lady Scotties over the Lady Indians as we go to the Riley Dental Group 4th inning.
Campbell's first at bat. She popped up to the pitcher.
Kerrigan Hagan with the pitch, and she hit her. So I think the second hit batter today for
Yes, sir.
Kerrigan.
That was one of those odd ones. She bent back because it's coming toward her and hit her on the elbow.
So that'll bring up Callie White with Campbell on at first base. That's at least 3 of the 4 innings the leadoff hitter has been on for Adair County, yet they have not scored.
Only the third inning is the only inning they didn't get to lead. They went 3 up and 3 down that inning. But
this pitch in there for a called strike to White.
If we were doing college softball, we'd probably be reviewing that last hit by pitch. So
why is that?
Well, because the way she bent over, it drew her. Her elbow went out in the river out there. Whether or not it was.
You're saying that she didn't make an effort to get out of the way, or
Well,
actually
no,
put her elbow in the way?
I thought her elbow, sort of when she bent over, put it out in the way.
1-1 pitch here is going to be hit into left field, and it's going to get by Stamper.
I'd hit her glove, I think.
Haley just misplayed that one. Campbell rounding third. She is going to come in. The play at the plate. Throw is not in time. So that error will allow White to reach, and it allows Campbell to come in and score. Adair County has their first run of the day.
I don't know whether it's the sky or what, but, I mean, it's like we were talking about. It looked like that ball, she had a play on it and just lost it or something, and it went through the hitter. It tipped her glove.
At the plate here is Millie Brown, and this pitch going to get away to the backstop, and that moves Callie White over to third base. So a little chink in the armor here for Glasgow defensively in the top of the 4th inning after they had played so well. So we'll see if they can recover from this. Here's a fly ball to center field. Sydney Kuykendall coming in on it, and she will make the catch. It's very shallow, so White will not attempt to tag up. And we have a different hitter here, Bruce. This is number 12. This is Gabby Kemp. So she came in to play second base. So she is now in place of Katie Kimbler. And she bunts one, and it's going to be caught off her shoe tops by Kerrigan Hagan. Nice job there by Kerrigan. That is 2 down. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Shelby Riley. So Jade Wagner must be playing right field instead of the DP spot. And this pitch to Riley misses for ball 1. Again, we don't get told about changes up here in the press box. We just kind of have to figure things out for ourselves as they happen. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And this one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 4-1 lead for Glasgow. We're in the top of the Riley Dental Group fourth inning. Adair County does have a runner at third base, but there are 2 outs on the board. Here's the 1-1. This changeup misses upstairs. Hagan with a 2-1 delivery. And this rise ball misses upstairs. You'd like to make Riley earn her way on base here. She's just a 172 hitter. But she's ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. Called strike 2. Now the payoff pitch from Kerrigan Hagan. Ground ball fouled to the third base line. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes here.
She did walk her first at bat. So
here's another pitch and a swing and a miss, but it gets by Walker. She'll have to throw her out at first base, and she does. So an arrow safety strikeout for Kerrigan Hagan. Adair County gets just the 1 run in, and Glasgow still has a 3-run lead.
Yeah, led the inning off with a hit by pitch, and Campbell scored. So 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. 3.5 gone here. Glasgow up 4-2. I'm sorry. Yeah, they scored 2 on.
They did score 2.
No,
they just scored 1.
No, they scored 1.
They just scored
That's
1
right.
run.
Yeah,
the
they
scoreboard's
just
wrong.
scored
It's
1.
4-1. Glasgow leads 4-1 here over Adair County through 3.5 innings. You're listening to Glasgow softball presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Yeah,
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure that we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Bruce Tribune back with you here at Glasgow High School. It is a 4-1 lead for the Lady Scotties over Adair County. As we go to the bottom half of the Riley Dental Group fourth inning. First 3 hitters due up for the Lady Scotties are the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. That's Gracie Walker, and Atea Lightfoot, and Shallon Fields.
So after picking up 4 in the first, the Scotties were set down in 3 and then 4 and 7 with 7 batters. We need to get that run back. Of course, Bergen's come in and done a pretty decent job.
Yeah, Glasgow did all their damage against the starting pitcher for Adair County, who was Jade Wagner, who's now out in right field, I believe. We think that's where she is. Actually, she may be in left. I don't know. Anyway, here's the pitch to Gracie Walker, and it's fouled off out of play. No balls in the strike here to Walker. This one in there for a called strike. That's what's happened. So Reese Barden has gone from left field to right field, and Jade Wagner went from pitcher to left field. I can see the numbers, just good enough to tell you that by now. So here's the 0-2 to Walker. The changeup misses upstairs.
And then that would put
Kemp's at second base. I don't know about where she's at in the batting order. Well, yeah, I do. She's at number 8. She was in there for Kimbler.
Okay,
yep.
That's where I've got it messed up then.
Swing and a miss here for Walker, and she is down on strikes for an aero safety strikeout for Kaylin Bergen. And that'll bring up Natea Lightfoot for Lady Scotties with one away. Yeah, Kemp batted for Kimbler in that last inning, Bruce.
Thank you.
You're welcome. First pitch to Lightfoot, in there for a called strike. Bergen with the 0-1. Lightfoot will foul it back out of play.
Singled and scored and lined out to center field. Her last at bat there. She batted twice in that first inning.
Yeah, Lady Scotties had 10 batters come to the plate in that inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Change up. This is a fly ball to right field. Coming out and making the catch out there is Reese Barden for out number 2. That'll bring up Shallon Fields.
Shallon had an RBI double and then struck out looking in the second.
Here's a fly ball to right center field. Barden drifting over. She will make the catch for out number 3 as the Lady Scotties go 1-2-3 here in the Riley Dental Group 4th inning.
Yeah, since that big first inning, they just faced one over the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 4 gone by here. It's Glasgow 4, Adair County 1.
You're listening to Lady Scotty Softball, presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
We go to the top half of the Aero Safety 5th inning here at Glasgow's Rigdon Kaiser Field at Busch Stadium. Lady Scotties holding a 4-1 lead over Adair County. And the first 3 hitters due up for Adair County will be the 1-2-3 hitters, Reese Barden, Keely Bergen, and Jade Wagner.
Barden was hit by pitch and hit into a 6-3 fielder's choice.
Kerrigan Hagan will deliver the pitch here, and it is a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Wow, the way she stepped sideways, and I thought it was going to be outside.
I really thought it was a little outside, but here's the 0-1. This one popped up on the infield, going to be caught by Jacali Green at shortstop. One away. That'll bring up the pitcher, Keely Bergen.
Joe, she has the only hit so far for the Lady Indians. She singled in that first inning, and flew out to left her last at bat.
Bergen hits from the left side. She'll pop this one up as well, and that's going to be caught by Kerrigan Hagan just outside the pitching circle. There are 2 away. Now the left fielder, Jade Wagner. Wagner batting .410 on the year, which is 3rd on the team. And this first pitch to her misses outside for ball 1.
Well, 8 of the 14 outs have been pop-ups.
I felt like there had been a number of pop-ups by Adair County in this game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Foul tip back into Gracie Walker's glove. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a baseball score for you. It is Allen County Scottsville 2, Warren East 1. That's in the bottom of the 6th inning. District game there.
Well, I'd like to see Allen knock them off. Well, that may be derogatory to us, though. We'd
yeah,
have to
it probably
beat
would
Barron.
be,
Yeah,
honestly. We
that's
probably
right.
want East to win that ball game.
I guess
this
so.
pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike now.
Now that you say that, yeah,
because East has already swept Glasgow, and Scotties went 1-1 against ACS. So
that'd put us in that 4 hole unless we would have to beat Barron twice.
Here's the 2-1, misses outside. ACS and East will play again tomorrow.
But when you get in the tournament, it's not double elimination, and you know the teams are. Barron has the best record, and have performed the best so far. But
3-1 pitch is swung on and missed.
When you got throw your best pitcher out there, anything can happen. That's what I noticed I was watching the Saturday, one of the games Kentucky was watching, and Mississippi State, everything they hit seemed like had CNI.
Payoff pitch going to be fouled off out of play here.
And by playing baseball, you know that, and playing softball, there's days you play teams that aren't better than you, but everything they hit seems to find a hole. I mean, they were hitting balls right inside the baselines, and
yeah, sometimes baseball and softball can be pretty frustrating that way. Another 3-2 pitch on the way from Hagan. Here's a fly ball to right field. Kinley Stevens tracking it down. She will make the catch. And Adair County will go 3 up, 3 down here in the 5th.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Scotty still on top, 4-1 after 4.5.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball, presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Things off with Lady Scotties as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. She'll be followed by Jakiley Green and Micah Mullenkamp. Glasgow 4, Adair County 1 as we go to the bottom half of the Arrows safety 5th inning. Lady Scotties got all 4 of their runs in the 1st inning. Adair County's only run came in the 4th.
Paige has pulled everything she's hit. She's reached on an error by the third baseman and then fouled out to the third baseman so far.
She fouls the first pitch off out of play as Keelan Bergen continues pitching for Adair County. She did not start this game, but came in relief to start the 2nd inning. The 0-1 pitch is a changeup, and it is low.
Since she's come in, she's only giving up the one hit. We did reach on an error and then got doubled up. So really, you know, she's pitched well.
Swing and a miss here. DeHaas took a big cut at that one, just did not make contact. 1-2 to her now.
Like you say.
Bergen delivers, I should say, the pitch, and that one misses upstairs. 2-2. And here's a ground ball to the shortstop, White. Her throw is in the dirt, but dug out over there by Millie Brown. One away. Brings up the shortstop, Kylie Green.
Green has had a sacrifice fly to left field and flown out deep center. Well, it was sort of almost a line shot that I thought was going to get over the Riley's head, but she was able to pull it in.
Fastball to Kylie, and she hammers it foul out of play. Here's the 0-1. Change up is low this time.
Both the teams have hit a lot of fly balls.
One ball, one strike to the Glasgow sophomore shortstop. And now she steps out of the box as she felt like Bergen was taking a little too long to get that pitch away.
I think Scotty's have 8 fly balls out of the 11 batters, 11 possible outs.
Here's the 1-1 that's way upstairs. Two balls and a strike. Bergen with a pitch. Swing and a miss.
Guess the Adair County coach would wish she had started Bergen now.
Yeah, she has certainly performed better than Wagner did. Here's the 2-2. Kylie pops this one up into short center field, and coming in to make the catch is the center fielder, Shelby Riley. 2 down now, as that'll bring up the first baseman, Micah Mullenkamp.
Micah reached on an error and scored, and then got doubled up in that third inning on a line drive to the third baseman, second baseman put out.
Bergen's fastball is hitting the air to center field, hit pretty well. Riley drifting back on it. She will make the catch right at the fence.
I thought we almost there for a minute, had our second home run.
Yeah, Mullenkamp tagged that ball, but in the end it's just a long out, and Glasgow goes down in order here in the 5th.
Yep. Well, 3 out of the 4 innings, Scotty's have gone down out in order now. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 5 complete. Glasgow 4, Adair County 1.
This is Glasgow softball presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT Hand-Breaded Chicken Sandwich.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag, just $6.99. loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink, all for just $6.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Your insurance agent, Joe Myers. 4, 5, 6 hitters are Gracie Gist, Allie Campbell, and Callie White.
Well, as you said,
Pitch
Gist
to her
was,
is fouled back by Gist.
second best hitter, and she's 0 for 2, both on strikeouts looking, so I'd say she's due.
Now the 0-1 from Kerrigan Hagan. And this one's in the dirt. One ball, one strike. Pitch on the way here. And that one misses upstairs. Gist a senior catcher here for Adair County. 2-1 pitch to her. Grounded to Fields at third base. She'll make the easy play to first, and there is one away. Next up, the third baseman, Allie Campbell.
She has popped up to Hagan and was hit by a pitch. She scored the only run, advanced on a error and then a wild pitch, and then scored their only run. So they don't have any earned runs yet.
Pitch from Hagan misses a bit upstairs. The 1-0 now. Swing and a miss.
Knock on wood, Joe. So far, Hagan's only given up that single, second batter in the first inning.
That's the only hit?
That's the only hit so far.
Nice. Now the 1-1 pitch from Kerrigan. That one's a strike on the inside part of the plate. One and two now to Campbell. Hagan with the pitch. And Campbell just does get a piece of it, stays alive.
Yeah, Walker, that ball, she pitched it where she wanted. She set up on that outside corner, and she was just able to get a piece of it.
Here's the 1-2. This pitch misses upstairs.
She'd set up on the inside corner that time. That ball got away from her, come in high.
Down at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on here. Glasgow leads 4-1. We are in the top of the. This is the top of the 6th, right, Bruce?
Yes.
Top of the 6th inning. This pitch misses upstairs. 3-2.
She has given up 2 walks. Hit 2 batters, I think.
And a swing and a miss here by Campbell. That's an arrow safety strikeout for Kerrigan Hagan.
Her 5th.
There are now 2 away. It brings up Millie Brown, the first base, or I'm sorry, Callie White, the shortstop, to appear.
She has walked.
Actually, this is a pinch hitter. Braylee Corbin is hitting for Callie White.
Number 7.
First pitch to her missed upstairs. Here's the 1-0 in the dirt. And now time called as all the Lady Scotty infielders going to go out and have a word with Kerrigan Hagan in the pitching circle. Braylee Corbett is a freshman. Bats .385 on the year. She's 5 out of 13 on the season. Has a couple of RBIs.
Probably doing that in a pinch hit and roll then.
2-0 to Corbin. This pitch misses upstairs. Hagan into the windup. And the pitch in there for strike one. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Popped up out of play, foul. So Kerrigan's got it back to a 3-2 count after being down 3-0. See if she can get strikeout number 6 on the day here. The pitch on the way. And again, popped up out of foul, out of play. Take a minute here for the umpire to get a few more softballs. He ran out. Count still full. Hagan winds and fires, and a ground ball. Nice play by Hagan right back in the pitching circle. And she'll go to first base for the out. And Adair County retired here in the top of the 6th.
Yep. 2 back-to-back innings, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 5.5 gone by now, and Scotty's still on top 4-1 here at Busch Stadium, Kaiser Rigdon Field.
You're listening to Glasgow Softball presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
It is Glasgow with a 4-1 lead over the Adair County Lady Indians as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, which is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. And Sydney Kuykendall to lead things off for Glasgow. She'll be followed by Kinley Stevens and Kerrigan Hagan, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters here.
Sydney is fouled out to left field, and then she had a sacrifice bunt in the third.
And the first pitch to her misses upstairs. Keelan Bergen back out there in the pitching circle for Adair County. The 1-0 on the way. Kuykendall pops it up. And the catch going to be made by the pitcher, Bergen. Here's the right fielder, Kinley Stevens.
Kinley reached on an error and singled in that 3rd inning. And we had 2 runners on in the third and got doubled up on a line drive.
And the pitch swung on and missed by Kinley. Bergen with the 0-1 delivery. Stevens will foul it back out of play. Warren East and Adair County are now tied at 3.
In Allen?
Yes, Warren East and Allen. I'm sorry, Warren East and Allen County in baseball. Tied at 3. It was Allen County with a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 6th. This one's going to be popped up, and it'll get foul as well. Hits the netting here behind home plate, so that makes it a dead ball. Stevens awaiting the 0-2 pitch, and it's low. The 8th grader hitting 158 on the year with 3 RBIs. Glasgow as a team has just struggled to hit the ball this year. Team average of just 207. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one misses a bit low. But the Lady Scotties hit it very well in the first inning here, though, and they scored all 4 of their runs. They lead 4-1 right now. Stevens jumps on top of this one, but it's a fly ball, and it'll be called out there in left field by Jade Wagner. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Kerrigan Hagan.
Kerrigan was hit by a pitch and lined out into that double play to third. Campbell at third. I guess have they removed her? That doesn't look. They pitch hit for her a while ago, I believe.
No, they didn't pitch hit for her. This pitch going to be fouled off here. I think that's still her, Bruce. She's just got a sweatshirt on. She's put a sweatshirt on. Well, no, you're right, actually. That is Corbin.
Yeah, I thought she's a little similar. She's made a couple errors.
You're right. They did
there.
pinch. I'm sorry. You're correct. They did pinch hit for Campbell. Yep, you're right. In the 5 spot.
Well, and I've marked my book down. Well, no, I had her strike. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it.
Here's a ground ball foul to the right side.
We got the score right.
0-2. Difficult to keep up sometimes when nobody tells you what's going on, isn't it?
Yeah, well, White's at short. She was in that 6th position, so I don't know.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, and this one in the dirt to Kerrigan.
Campbell's catching now. She's behind the plate.
Here's a pop-up on the infield. And going to be caught by the shortstop, Callie White. Made a basket catch. I don't think it was intended that time, but she kind of got, I don't know if she lost the softball or if she was afraid that Corbin, the third baseman, was going to collide with her or what. But either way, Adair County gets out of the inning, and Glasgow needs 3 outs here in the 7th to get out of this with a win.
For the 3rd straight inning, the Scotties go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've completed 6, and it's still Glasgow 4. Adair County 1.
This is Glasgow softball, presented by Don Franklin Auto on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family cart to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
4-1 here. Millie Brown, Gabby Kemp, Shelby Riley, the three hitters due up for Adair. 7, 8, 9 in the order. And the first pitch of the inning from Kerrigan Hagan misses outside. Kerrigan working on a one-hitter right now.
I guess the umpire knows what's going on because we sure don't. They've moved people around all over the infield, and people are batting.
We think we've got the batting order correct, but we're not sure about some of the defensive positions for Adair County. But if Glasgow gets 3 outs here in the top half, it won't matter because they won't be back in the field defensively. This pitch misses as well. 2 balls and no strikes.
Brown struck out and flew out to Kuykendall in center field. And
this pitch popped up, and it'll get out of play. One ball and 2 strike, or 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Here's a fly ball to center field. Actually, on the edge of the grass there. It didn't get as deep as I thought it would, and it's caught by the shortstop, Jakali Green. That will bring up Gabby Kemp with 1 away here in the 7th.
She's the one that bunted it a while ago or something that.
Yeah, when Kerrigan
made
the catch.
Yes, that shoestring.
Yep. And this pitch misses outside. Glasgow trying to hang on for their 3rd win of the season. It would be their 2nd win in 3 games. Got a win over Butler County last week before losing to Hart County on Thursday. This is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Kemp. Kemp does not have a hit on the year. 0 for 7 now after that last at bat. 1-1 pitch from Hagan, misses inside.
Yeah, I don't believe that 5th region is quite as tough as the 4th. Heck, there's in the 14th and 15th district have 5 of the top 20 teams in the state.
Here's the 2-1. That one in there for a strike, so 2-2. I'd say there's not a lot of regions in the entire state that are as tough as the 4th region in softball. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Kemp. That's an arrow safety strikeout for Kerrigan Hagan. Lady Scotty's 1 out away from the win.
That's her 6th strikeout, Joe.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Shelby Riley.
She's walked and she struck out.
Riley batting 172 on the season. Hagan with a fastball in there for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch is hit but
just
foul
boy.
just down the left field line.
Yeah, she came into this game hitting 375, so.
No, not Shelby Riley. She's 172 on the
that's
year.
below her, yeah. That girl's hadn't played, had she? Well, she's only had 8 at bats. It's hitting 375.
The 0-2 pitch from Hagan. Change up, and it'll be fouled off again.
Yeah, out in front of it. You know, except for the first inning, this game's gone pretty quick.
It has, yeah, you're right.
We've had very few batters over the minimum.
Another 0-2 pitch, and they say she went around, tried to check her swing, but did not. It is a arrow safety strikeout to end the game for Kerrigan Hagan and the Lady Scotties. Hagan with a one-hitter today in the pitching circle. An outstanding performance by the 8th grader. Glasgow will win this ball game by a final score of 4-1. Lady Scotties do get that third win in their their second win in their last 3 games, a third win overall. So Glasgow now 3-15 on the season. Adair County falling to 5-8. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. Take a look at our Ralphie's Fun Center final stats, our Hardee's Hot and Fresh play of the game, and also the SCRTC player of the game. We're back on the Don Franklin Auto postgame show. You're listening to Glasgow softball here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM, presented by Don Franklin Auto.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag, just $6.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $6.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure that we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. And now, mix and match 2 handcrafted breakfast biscuits, just $5. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
Reliable internet and great customer service? 2 things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
103.7 WHHT plays country's hottest hits from today's country artists. Like,
hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Hey, it's Lainey Wilson.
Luke Combs here.
great country that you can listen to longer with local community information that you need on 103.7 WHHT.
Show where the Lady Scotties pick up win number 3 on the year with a 4-1 victory over the Adair County Lady Indians. Time now to take a look at our Ralphie's Fun Center final stats, and for that, we'll turn it over to Bruce.
Thank you, Joe. Scotties pick up a 4-1 victory here today. Adair County had 1 run on 1 hit. Glasgow committed 1 error, and they strand 5. They did turn a double play in that 3rd inning. It was a line drive, 5 put out to 4 double play in that 3rd inning. Wagner got the start today. She will pick up the loss. I'm not sure what her record was. It wasn't posted. She only pitched 1 inning, faced 10 batters, walked no one, struck out in no one, gave up 2 hits, 4 runs. 2 of them were earned. She did hit 2 batters. Bergen came in. Keelan Bergen came in and pitched the last 5 innings. She only faced 16 batters, struck out 2, gave up 1 hit, and no runs. Offensively for the Lady Indians, Reese Barton was 0 for 2. She was hit by a pitch. Keelan Bergen was 1 for 3. She did have a single in that 1st inning when they got their only hit. Jade Wagner was 0 for 3. Gracie Grist was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Allie Campbell was 0 for 2. She scored their lone run after being hit by a pitch. She committed 3 errors, and she struck out once. Callie White was 0 for 1. She committed an error, and she drew a base on balls. Braylee Corbin was 0 for 1. Millie Brown was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Katie Kimber was 0 for 1. Grace Kemp came in to replace her and played second base. She was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Shelby Riley was 0 for 2. She drew a walk, struck out twice. 24 official at-bats, 1 run on 1 hit. They committed 4 errors. They were hit twice. They drew 2 walks. They struck out 7 times, had no RBIs. For the Scotties, Scotties 4 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 Adair County errors. The Scotties strand 4. Well, I missed an error. There were 4 Adair County errors. It was in the 3rd inning they committed 1. As I said, Kerrigan Hagan will pick up the win. She will improve to 3-8 on the season. Pitched all 7 innings, faced 21 batters, struck out 7, walked 2, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. She had 1 wild pitch, and she hit 2 batters. Offensively for the Scotties today, Talia Lightfoot was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Shaylin Fields was 1 for 3 with a run scored. She had the only extra base hit in the ball game. That was a double. She struck out once and had an RBI. Paige DeHaas was 0 for 3. She reached on an error and scored a run. Haley Stamper was inserted in the game into right field. She was the DP. She played right field, and she committed an error today. Jacali Green was 0 for 2 on the day. She had a sacrifice. She had an RBI. Micah Mullenkamp was 0 for 3 with a run scored. Sydney Kuykendall was 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Kenley Stevens was 1 for 3. That was a single. Kerrigan Hagan was 0 for 2. She was hit by a pitch. And Gracie Walker was 0 for 1. She was hit by a pitch, and she was she struck out once. 23 official at-bats, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. We had 1 double. We had 2 sacrifices. We were hit twice. We struck out twice, and we had 2 RBIs. But the Scotties will improve to 3-15 with a win here today. Adair County falls to 5-8 on the season.
Thank you, Bruce. Those are your final stats brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. Time now to take a look at our Hardy's Hot and Fresh play of the game, and for that we go back to the bottom of the 1st inning when the Lady Scotties scored all 4 of their runs. Shallon Fields has our play of the game. She hit an RBI double to right center field, and that scored Natia Lightfoot. That gave Glasgow their first run of the evening. They went on to score 3 more in that 1st inning. And the final score 4-1 in this one. And congratulations to Shallon Field. She had our Hardee's Hot and Fresh Play of the Game, brought to you by Hardee's Restaurants. We'll take our final time out here in the Don Franklin Auto Postgame Show. We'll come back and tell you about our SCRTC Player of the Game. Back after this, you're listening to Lady Scotty Softball on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM, presented by Don Franklin Auto.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Your Glasgow destination for the finest flavors of Mexico and more. Priced to keep you coming back again and again. Authentic and delectable. La Nacional International Market Deli and Taqueria. Real Mexican street-style tacos. Carne asada, picadas, ceviche, tripas, burritos, quesadillas, lengua, chorizo, tortas, and more. Always fresh. Made from scratch and delicious. La Nacional. Across from Hibbett Sports, Shane Drive, Glasgow.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
It's the Don Franklin Auto postgame wrap-up. And we need to tell you about our SCRTC Player of the Game, and we have to go with Kerrigan Hagan, the Glasgow pitcher. The 8th grader had an outstanding day. She pitched all 7 innings, faced 21 batters. She struck out 7, walked just 2, only gave up 1 hit and 1 run, and that one run was unearned. So outstanding day for Kerrigan Hagan. She is our SCRTC Player of the Game, brought to you by South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative. Our next broadcast is scheduled for tomorrow. It will be a baseball game over at Sam Royce Field. Glasgow and Barron County will square off in a 15th District matchup. First pitch scheduled for 5:30, broadcast time at 5:15 with the Don Franklin Auto pregame show. I'll be out of town tomorrow, so Bruce Tribune is going to handle play-by-play duties. He'll be joined by former Glasgow coach Stephen Murphy on the color commentary and stats. So invite you to join Bruce and Coach Murph for that Barron County Glasgow baseball broadcast tomorrow beginning at 5:15, first pitch at 5:30. Thanks to everybody who helped us with the broadcast here today. Mr. Jonathan Talley back at the studios downtown on the board for us. And Will Perkins, our video producer, as well as camera operator here for our live stream. Bruce Tribune, my broadcast partner, of course. And your final score. Glasgow 4, Adair County 1. Lady Scotties get their 3rd win of the season. They now go to 3-15 on the year. Adair County falling to 5-8. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening, everybody.